A summer night in 2012. An incident in a small village of Isparta sparked debates about the justice system in Turkey. Nevin Yildirim, a 28-year-old mother of two, killed her relative Nurettin Gider with a shotgun. Yildirim claimed that Gider had sexually assaulted her. However, throughout the court process, different claims emerged, and the background of the event was widely discussed by the public. On the night of August 28, 2012, in the village of Koryaka, Isparta, Nevin Yildirim shot Nurettin Gider. Then she beheaded him and took his head to the village square. It was alleged that she declared, "Here is the head of the one who dishonored me." Following the incident, Yildirim was detained by the gendarmerie and arrested after being referred to the court. Nevin Yildirim stated that she had killed Gider out of fear, as he had been forcing himself on her for years. However, different information surfaced during the investigation. In November 2012, Yildirim gave birth to a baby girl. A DNA test confirmed that the father was Nurettin Gider. The court considered this evidence while examining different possibilities regarding the case. Prosecutors presented photos and messages allegedly belonging to the two from Gider's phone as evidence. Nevin Yildirim, however, claimed that these were obtained under threat and without her consent. A forensic report determined that Yildirim was mentally stable. The court examined whether her actions could be considered self-defense. The trial lasted for years. In 2015, the Yalvac High Criminal Court sentenced Nevin Yildirim to aggravated life imprisonment. However, the Court of Appeals overturned the decision due to procedural deficiencies, and the case was retried. In a new hearing in 2018, the court sentenced Yildirim to life imprisonment for intentional murder. No reductions were applied for unjust provocation or good conduct. The court concluded that the crime was premeditated. A female judge added a dissenting opinion, suggesting that a provocation reduction could have been considered. Women's rights activists questioned whether the ruling was fair, comparing it to cases where male defendants received lighter sentences. However, the court affirmed the punishment, stating that all legal processes had been completed. Over the years, the case drew widespread public attention. Women's rights activists argued that Yildirim should be considered within the scope of self-defense, while legal experts emphasized the evidence suggesting that the murder was premeditated. In a letter from prison, Nevin Yildirim stated that the process was unjust. However, according to the legal system, the evidence pointed to a planned murder. In 2023, rumors circulated on social media claiming that Yildirim had been acquitted. However, this information was false. The Court of Appeals upheld the life sentence given in 2018, making the verdict final. The case of Nevin Yildirim has been a subject of debate in Turkey for years, touching on issues of self-defense, unjust provocation, and women's rights. Legal experts continued to discuss how similar cases should be judged, while the incident made society question its perception of justice. This case raised significant questions about how law and justice function. Although the verdict is final, debates on the matter are likely to continue for years to come.